Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your Uncle Weezy here. UFC Vegas 92 coming up tomorrow. Just had the weigh-ins today. Looks like everybody made weight and looked pretty good. I don't know if Luana Pinheiro got to the scale all right or not. I kind of tuned out before that happened, but everybody but her had made weight up until that point. So we got a full card of fights. We're looking to stack cash tickets like flapjacks for UFC Vegas 92. And in order to do that, we're going to need to find some winning bets. So found some plus EV parlay pieces earlier this week on probability with my guy DFS by the numbers. If you're wondering about that show, it is going to be subscriber-only content show. It is available on my Dub Club, on my Patreon, on the $25 a month tier. The Patreon address is right here. The Dub Club address is also right over there as well. You can also find that Dub Club address in the link of the description. It's a great way to not only get access to all the stats that I provide and curate, but it's also a great way to find plus EV bets on those stat sheets. I've built some really easy, user-friendly models in order to price over-under bets, KO bets, inside the distance bets, submission, decision, unanimous decision, split decision. We've got all the DraftKings information. We've got all the FanDuel information, prize picks information, underdog information. If you're a DFS player, we have those websites, statistics built in for every single player that is on the slate. So great opportunities to get access to these stats at the Patreon, at the Dub Club. Join us on probability, Brady and I, as we break down all the plus EV bets every single week for this subscriber-only show. We're looking forward to building this community going forward and finding ways to make us all better long-term gamblers that make excellent decisions and know how to price our bets and know when we're getting a deal and know when we're getting ripped off. And if we get ripped off less, we're going to make more money doing this in the long run. But in the short run, we need to make some money tomorrow. So I've got 4 legs for this greasy 4-leg parlay that we're going to hopefully cash all 4 and walk away with a better than plus 500 ticket this week. So let's get right to it, you guys. Leg number 1 of this, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to be doing it on DraftKings this week. The prices are much better on DraftKings this week than they are on BetRivers, but I will show what it comes out to on both sites. But leg number 1 is one of the plus EV parlay pieces that we found on probability this week. It is the fight goes to decision. Yes. So we're going to say that the fight goes the full 15 minutes for Emily Ducote versus Vanessa Demopoulos. That's minus 360 on DraftKings Sportsbook. If I were to bring up this sheet here and give you a little sneak peek of these stats that are available on the $25 tier, if we were to put in minus 360, because it's usually available at minus 400 everywhere else, but at minus 360 on DraftKings, you can see that 5 of 6 Demopoulos fights have finished, have went to the scorecards, and all 4 for Emily Ducote. So we're looking at a 90% fight goes to decision rate for these two ladies at the UFC level. Emily Ducote is a good minute-winning striker, but she's not a big power puncher. And even if she was, Vanessa Demopoulos is one of the most durable ladies in the division. So, do you think that Emily Ducote is knocking this woman out, ladies and gentlemen? You tell me, right? I don't think so. Look at that picture. There's red smoke in the background. There's the skyline. She's got that OFA belt, looking ripped, looking sultry, looking Greek. Yeah, Vanessa Demopoulos is not getting knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I think that this fight is going to decision. We're going to lay that minus 360 on the very first fight of the night. If we go down here to the sum of 3 comparisons down here, this is actually the most plus EV bet according to the data, according to the divisional benchmarks, and according to the 2 fighters' combined performance at the UFC level. Minus 360 is a very nice plus EV parlay piece. That is going to be leg 1 of this parlay. So we go up here to fight props, and we're going to go, yes, Demopoulos Ducote, fight goes to decision, minus 360, leg number 1. Leg number 2, another plus EV parlay piece that we found on probability this week. Address, subscribe to it down there. The Patreon, the Dub Club address is ready to go. $25 a month. You get the subscriber-only content, and you get access to this amazing spreadsheet that gives you not only all the over-under bets and which ones are most plus EV, but also everything else. You want inside the distance bets, you want knockout bets, you want submission, decision, unanimous decision, split and majority decision. You want each fighter's win condition based on prior performances. It's all right here in this sheet as well. So we're looking at Gatto versus Vidal. And if we look here now, we don't have a big sample size for this fight, but the most plus EV bet on this entire slate by a mile is the over 1.5 rounds. All 4 of Melissa Gatto's UFC fights have went over 1.5. One of 2 fights for Tamaris Vidal has went over 1.5. And even for Tamaris Vidal on the regional scene, 7 of 7 fights have went over 1.5 rounds. So she's kind of like a cage pusher. She will, they call her the tractor, and she's going to try to like put you into that cage, keep you there, make you wear her weight. She slows fights down. She's a grinder. And Melissa Gatto at 135, not at 125 where she usually fights, but at 135 where she's taking this fight on short notice up a weight class, going to be a little bit difficult to finish a woman as thick as Tamaris Vidal. She is called tractor for a reason, ladies and gentlemen, and she's a load. So I think this one goes over 1.5. The available data that we have, and not a very big sample size, does say that this is by far the best priced bet on the slate in terms of over-unders for this fight. In addition to that, you guys, I think stylistically, I like this a lot. I don't see Tamaris Vidal really finishing anybody at the UFC level. She did get that finish over Ramona Pasquale, but that was a freak thing, a jumping knee to the liver. Really? I mean, you don't see those every day. I don't think she's going to be replicating that kind of a finish here. And I see Gatto maybe getting her out of there late if it's something attritional, but it's going to be hard to take this woman down. Vidal, she is, she's heavy, she's big. She's built a little bit like a fire hydrant. So I think this one goes over 1.5 rounds. So let's go back to the DraftKings screen here. We're going to go to fight lines, and we're going to go to alternative total rounds, and we're going to scroll down. Gatto, Vidal, over 1.5 rounds, minus 285. That brings our parlay up to minus 139 for this 2-legger. Leg number 3, Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week to shave ass. We're going with Adrian Yanez to shave the ass of Vinicius Salvador via KO inside of 3 rounds. We're looking for a finish here out of Yanez. This is a big step down from Rob Font and Jonathan Martinez to go to a guy who's a 125er who lost to Victor Altamirano and CJ Vergara. And then he's going to come up here, or wait, he didn't lose to Vergara, did he? Either way, the fights that he lost down at 125 were not awe-inspiring. Let's just put it that way. And either way, I think Yanez, this is a huge step down in competition. He's fighting a 125er. If Salvador were to beat Yanez, it would be by far the best win of his career. This guy, Vinicius Salvador, took 9.5 minutes to knock out Shannon Ross. And there were points in the fight where Shannon Ross was actually a little bit styling on him midway through the second round. So, yeah, Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week. My most confident pick of the week is Adrian Yanez this week. And I think he's going to knock this fool out. I think he's going to show him how hard they hit up at 135 because he didn't really get a taste of it down at 125. But either way, I'm looking for Yanez to get the knockout here. So we're going to go on DraftKings up here to winning method. And we're going to go down to Adrian Yanez to win by KO is minus 125. That brings our 3-leg parlay up to plus 210. And because we started with 2 wide legs here, 2 plus money legs, EV plus EV, big wide money lines here, we're going to not be able to close out on a wide line and hedge out this time. But we're going to take a bet that I do like quite a bit. And it is going to be the main event to end by knockout. So not just fight ends inside the distance, but to end by KO. I know that Laron Murphy does have some submission attempts. He's attempted 4 submissions in the UFC, and I could see him going for some takedowns here. I think the most likely way that this fight plays out is at striking distance. And Edson Barboza can shut you off in such a wide variety of ways that it's very dangerous to stand with him at distance. And Edson Barboza's 38, and he's been knocked down a few times in recent fights. You know, he had problems in the first round of the Sadiq Youssef fight. He got knocked down by Bryce Mitchell. You know, he's been knocked out a couple times at the UFC level. So, and also, you know, Laron Murphy's 5.5 years younger. He's a very explosive athlete in his own right. He's got some power in his own right. So I do really think that this fight's going to finish inside the distance, and that there's a very small likelihood that it finishes by submission. So let's get that like minus 130 fight doesn't go to decision down to a plus money number at plus 100 for fight ends by KO to get this parlay up better than plus 500 here. So if we go to round props, is it? No, fight props. No, what is it? Oh, it's winning method. We go to winning method up here, and we go to exact method of victory. We're going to scroll down to the main event here, and we're going to get Barboza Murphy KO plus 100 is plus 521. That is a 4-leg parlay coming out to plus 521 on DraftKings Sportsbook. On Bet Rivers Sportsbook, it only comes out to plus 408, which is, oh no, that's because I have Garimbo's money line in there. That is not what I have here. What? So if I got the over 1.5, Yanez by KO, and then fight ends by KO. Let's see here. UFC. We'll scroll down. We will find Barboza Murphy. Method. Any fighter to win by KO, TKO, or DQ. We get plus 527 actually on DraftKings Sportsbook, or 521 on DraftKings Sportsbook, 527 on Bet Rivers Sportsbook. So they're both about the same, but Bet Rivers, you're doing just a little bit better. So quick recap, you guys. Fight goes to decision. Yes. Demopoulos versus Ducote. You know, come on. Emily's not knocking that woman out. Please stop it. Leg number 2, over 1.5 rounds for Gatto versus Vidal at minus 285. Leg number 3, Adrian Yanez to win by KO TKO minus 125 on DraftKings. Leg number 4, main event, Barboza versus Murphy ends by KO plus 100. Comes out to plus 521 on DraftKings, plus 527 on Bet Online. Let's cash this thing and go into this week off before UFC 302 on a winning note, on an up week, so that we can enjoy the week off. And I'm going to enjoy the week off in particular, you guys, because today is the adoption day, May 17th, 2024. My girlfriend and I, we've been mourning the loss of our Rottweiler since August of last year. We have adopted another dog. We don't know what we're going to name him yet, but he is here. He was dropped off today. He is in his forever home. We got a beautiful fawn-colored Presa Canario Mastiff. We don't know what we're going to call him, but he's called Elfie right now. That was what the rescue that we got him from was named him. So welcome, Elfie, to Uncle Weezy's household here. He's going to be barking, hopefully finding some nice dog pics for you guys. So I'm glad it's a very, very happy day in the household here. And I think with that happy day, hopefully we'll be cashing all 4 of these legs and walking away with a nice plus 521 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I got 71 of you guys live here on Twitter and YouTube. Appreciate all of you. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one of these legs you think might fail. Let me know what your greasy 4-legger is this week, or what your most confident pick is this week. And please consider joining the Patreon, the $25 tier, the $25 tier of the Dub Club, to get access to these probability stats and the subscriber-only content, where we're going to find you a bunch of plus EV bets every single week that match up with our reads and the data. We got Olajuwon Dream is in the room saying, "Oi!" And when he's saying TGIF, happy May long weekend. Excuse me, my throat's all scratchy right now. Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for a long weekend. I'm ready for the week off next week, and I'm ready to get to bond with the new dog here, take him for a bunch of walks, enjoy the lovely spring weather here in Chicago. I'm going golfing on Sunday. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be enjoying this beautiful weather. And let's get greasy. We got Grateful Dude in the room saying, "Oi!" And we've got Cuddles Knickerbocker in the room saying, "Oi!" And we've got Presidente Pedro in the room saying, "Oi!" And we've got Olajuwon Dream saying, "Cheers, Weezy." We got Lucas Olzawi saying, "Oi!" We got Olajuwon Dream saying, "I seen a video of Luana and Angela facing off, so it must be fine." There we go, man. Pickle Kush saying, "Oi, let's get it." We got Fight Talk Only in the room saying, "Oi, what's up, T.O. Easy? Good to see you hanging out in here, Fight Talk." We got the High Owl saying, "Oi." We got Cuddles Knickerbocker in the room saying, "To the Greek and sultry." You got that right, man. She is going to last the full 15 minutes here. We got Genova saying that one fight in the garage gym was hilarious. Yes, it was, man. I know, man. There's some good ones on that. Giannis is going to shave ass for sure. We got Call Me Husker in the room saying, "Oi, what is up, Husker?" We got Swinger is in the room saying, "Let's stack him like Flapjack's brother Weezy." Let's go, my man. Appreciate my guy Swinger hanging out here. We got Olajuwon Dream saying, "If ends by KO, yeah, go fight doesn't go to decision as an alternate leg. If you have fight ends by KO not available on your book, just go fight doesn't go to decision, because I think that main event finishes inside the distance. And, and a sub is on the table, obviously. I just want to get a little bit better odds. I don't want to give you like a plus 475. I want these greasy four-leggers to be like at least plus 500. So I had to push a little bit more to find something that had a little bit less of a probability of happening. We got Underdog Dream in the room saying, "I don't know how DraftKings Sportsbook isn't available where I am." That's wild, dude. But I've been able to do fantasy lineups for years. Yeah, dude, sometimes it just, they have to pay off the politicians of the state in order to get the license to do business there. I mean, it depends on where you are, Olajuwon, but, if you're from where I'm from in Chicago, Illinois, you know all about pay for play. You know all about the days of patronage back when Daley was mayor. There's a handshake type business going on with politics, and it's like the old politicians' slogan is "cut us in or cut it out," and they'll send the cops after you if you don't cut them in. So that's what's happening there. Underdog's a good name, saying Lucas Olzawi for the game for the dog. I like it, man. Congrats, Weezy. There's no better being than a good dog. Yeah, I know, man. The dogs are incredible, and I'm looking forward to bonding with this fella. We got That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. Benito wants to call him Winslow in honor of our favorite beautiful referee. Wait till you see how handsome this dude is when I show you some pictures, you guys. We can't call him Kim Winslow. Olajuwon Dream saying Temba's my favorite spot this week. I think Brahimaj kind of sus. LOL. Money coming in on Temba today too. Yeah, I've got Temba's money line as a track bet this week as well. So I'm with you there, Olajuwon. I think he gets the job done. But Brahimaj is a good grappler, and Temba makes some mistakes on the ground. So I'm worried about him getting caught. But still, I do think Temba gets the job done. Rolling one up, dedicated to your greasy four-legger, says the High Owl. And he's saying, "You don't think Giannis face-off was interesting?" I didn't see the face-off, actually. But I'll have to go back and watch it. How tall am I? I am 6'2", Olajuwon Dream. Manitoba, Canada. Okay, so you're up there in Manitoba. Yeah, dude, you're out there. A lot of flatness out there in Manitoba, right? And it's fucking cold up there, man. Is that where Winnipeg is? I think, Manitoba, Canada. Stand up. Let's go. Colby Sala saying, "Oi, glad to catch you live starting from the beginning." What's up, Colby? Thanks for hanging out with us, man. And Benino saying, "Y'all watching Bellator right now? Patchy Mix is a problem, and Dubois is always fun." I'm not watching it right now, but I could go watch it now that the content is done for the week. So you guys, appreciate all of you hanging out live here. Let's stack cash tickets like flapjacks for UFC Vegas 92. Here is this week's Greasy 4-leg parlay. It's going to be fight goes to decision, yes. Demopoulos to Cody, minus 360. And I'll bring the so you can see it right here. We got Adrian Yanez to win by KO TKO at minus 125. That's leg 3. Leg number 2 is the over 1.5 rounds for Gatto versus Vidal at minus 285. And the last leg, fight ends by KO. If you don't have that available on your book, go fight doesn't go to decision. Oh, and I got to get, I'm sorry. Let me get this off here. So that you guys can see all the legs. Sorry. Leg 1, fight goes to decision. Yes, Demopoulos to Cody, minus 360. Leg 2, over 1.5 rounds. Gatto Vidal, minus 285. Leg 3, Adrian Yanez to win by KO TKO, minus 125. Leg number 4, Barboza Murphy ends by KO, plus 100. That comes out to plus 521 on DraftKings Sportsbook, plus 527 on Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Let's get greasy. Let's cash this thing. Good luck on all your bets for UFC Vegas 92. Please, please, for the love of Jah, consider joining this patreon.com so that you can get access to these phenomenal models that I've set up that'll help you identify value on all the potential prop bets that are available on every single fight. You want every single UFC statistic for every fighter on the card so that you can make the best possible decisions. Join that Patreon. Come along with Brady and I on a trip that we're going to make to plus EV bets, to stacking cash tickets like flapjacks, and eventually all buying yachts and polluting the ocean with our awesome parties. It's going to be fantastic. Come along with us, you guys. Let's have some fun watching these fights. Good luck to all of you on all your bets. And we will see you after the week off for UFC 302, headlined by Makhachev versus Poirier. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.